Alright guys, this video here is just going to be the mobility portion of your workouts. We're looking at the overhead squat and the yoga flow sequence that you'll be doing every day. So first things first, with the overhead squat, you'll be taking an object. I'll be using a PVC pipe. You can use anything, a shirt, a towel, a sheet, scarf, whatever, a resistance band, whatever. Just anything you can that's long enough, wider than your hips, that your arms can stay straight and stay overhead throughout your whole squat, from top to bottom in the movement. Reason we're doing it is because it shows the deficiency we have posturally. Can we keep our torsos upright enough? Shoulder mobility, can we rotate them back and keep them in a tough position while we change planes? Can your hips drop you down all the way? Can your knees take the straight up and down of your body? Can your ankles close the way they need to? Like every aspect we need to figure out with your bodies and see where we are is pretty much shown in this test or this mobility drill. So what you're going to do is you'll set up in your squat. You'll take your object, hands wider than hips, as I said. You're taking it overhead straight. Shoulders are going to rotate back, so your elbows are going to kind of point forward here. So see here, rotating back, and then you're just coming down into your squat, and the object is staying in one line over your head. Okay. You might feel a little tightness in the back of your shoulders. That's normal. I'm just going to switch really quickly, show you. I have a scarf. It's going to go overhead here. Back into my squat. I'm straight. I'm coming down into my squat here. And now, as you see, the scarf is in a direct line. It doesn't change planes. It's right here. Okay. I can go a little tighter, make it harder. Closer your hands are together, though, the more difficult it's going to be. All right. Next, what we're looking at is that yoga flow. It's going to start standing. We're going to inchworm out to a plank and then start moving our legs around, really. So I'll talk about it as I'm moving through it. It's a little complicated, just throw it at you now. You probably have to watch it a bit to figure it out, but it'll be okay. All right. So I'm starting in my standing position here. I'm nice and tall. I'm braced. Abs are tight. Butt's tight, everything. I'm going to go standing. I'm going to come on over to my toes. Your knees can bend a little. That's fine. Really, we just want to make sure we're bending from our hips primarily. Torso's nice and straight. So I'd rather knees be bent than your back be bent. Okay? So knees, keep that back straight. Should still feel stretch through your hamstrings. From here, we're walking out. Try and keep your heels down toward the ground. So we're coming through that down dog position till we get to our plank. When we hit our plank, one of our feet, I'll use my left, is coming to the outside of your hands. So we're in a very long, low lunge. You're holding here for a second or two, not very long, and then we're bringing our back knee to the ground. From here, you're taking your inside elbow. So left leg's forward, my left elbow is coming down to the inside of my left foot. And then going down with my right elbow. If I can get both down, great. If not, I'm just getting as low as I can to really just drive this stretch in my groin home. Okay, from here, I'm coming back to my hands. Now, left foot forward, left hand's going to stay down. My right hand is going to come up toward the ceiling. My whole body's opened up, so I'm rotating my torso. That's open. My left tricep is still driving my left knee out. I'm going to come back in. From here, my right knee is coming off the ground, and my left leg is going to try and straighten out. So I have both legs straightened here. Again, holding for 3 to 5 seconds, nothing long. Coming back down, knee down again. My right foot's coming in the air. I'm reaching back, grabbing that foot, sitting tall, driving this knee outward with my opposite elbow while I'm pulling this foot in. So I've got this hip going and my right quad being stretched. Come back down, hands down, knee up, back to my plank. Walk myself the way I came in. Hamstring stretch, back to standing. Repeat on the other side. All right. So we're just sequencing through this hip flow. Shouldn't take long. Like again, you're not holding things very long. It's really just like pausing at the pose, maybe like 3-5 seconds, and then moving on. Okay. The long one in this is the couch stretch. That's the one you're actually holding for a while.